That's my mother name.
What's up guys, K.oak24 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and this is Pokefodder's Gen 3 tournament. This is round 3 for me, part 2. So there is a part 1 and it's still round 3 against the same opponent. So if you didn't watch that video, I'll definitely link it in the description below. Definitely check it out. This is a best of 3 matchup. So here we go, here's our opponent Zaina. Now we both won a match each. That was in part 1, the first video that I uploaded, and I also recorded this right after those 2 videos, but I did go ahead and increase the playback on this because it's a pretty long match. So basically whoever wins this match is going to advance in the tournament. So they are running Phantom Energy, which I generally run, but with Kyogre having that break energy, I really don't want to lose my Phantom Energy, so definitely feel like Phantom Sphere could be a better option, though it hasn't really come into play in either of the other matches. So, but it's really nice that even if the Ghost type doesn't have a status effect, you can still bring your Ghost type on the board, whereas with Phantom Energy, they have to have a status effect. But if he gets a surround with his Phantom Energy on one of my Sableye, he can get a banish. So that's the only drawback on having Phantom Sphere. You can't banish the opponent by surrounding them with one of your Ghost types, like Deoxys. So, you know, I don't know. It's kind of nice being able to get your Ghost types out on the board, though, even if the entry point is held down by, like, say, a Mega Gengar or a Gengar that doesn't have a status effect, you can still bring out your Ghost type. So that's going to be really nice. So let's just kind of see. We got our matchups. I have one of my Sableye with my chain level and my gold increased against that Sceptile. It's really not the best matchup because I have a higher chance of landing gold and the Sceptile could knock me out. So I am going to go after his Sableye. We're going to get burned. You know, I think I'd rather be confused, to be honest, because now we're going to have a miss. And that gold is gone, so we're not going to have that option of spinning into the gold and knocking out Sableye like in the last match where my Sceptile was confused. So I am going to back up with my Combuskin, and yeah, I move him over there because I do not want that Sableye to be able to pass through mine and threaten game. He's going to go with an X speed, attack my Sableye. We really need to see, oh my god, and he lands the quick attack, so if we would have landed gold, we would have been able to knock out that Sceptile, advance, and then surround his Sableye. So that would have been really nice. Too bad we hit miss, and I really need to get a Cyclone Kick. Double chance, still cannot land that Cyclone Kick. Sceptile is going to have weight though, so he's not going to be able to advance. It was a pretty risky attack because he could have stealth hit there anyway, so I'm in a pretty bad spot. I decide to gold block. I think making some very risky and offensive plays, though, you know, if they would have paid off, we would have, you know, definitely benefited from it, but now we're in a pretty bad spot. So yeah, this is the 3rd match, guys. Whoever wins this will advance in the tournament. So, you know, definitely hoping it's going to be me. So I decide to max revive, go with my Combuskin over on this side because I don't want his Sableye to be able to attack. And he's going to take the entry point, which is, you know, it's okay by me. So I'm going to hop over here, and I'm hoping that he doesn't attack my Combuskin so I can X speed and go after that Sableye. And we do get the favorable roll. We land gold, which is going to be really nice. So now I'm definitely going to play this X speed, try to take out this Sableye. Boom, there we go. We get the gold into purple, and we're going to evolve into Blaziken. But we still kind of have to worry about that Sableye in front of our Blaziken, because I still believe Sableye is a pretty good matchup for Blaziken. So the opponent is thinking here, okay, so he just makes a move over to that side. I'm going to attack this Sceptile. Nice, there we go. We have the chains and the Sableye that's going to reduce his chains anyway. So now he's going to attack. And we hit a miss. Well, we don't get knocked out, but we do get burned. So I'm going to hop over with this Sableye in advance. Well, I can't advance now because I'll get surrounded by his Sableye. So yeah, I go after his Combuskin, and lucky enough, we we land at least the 3-star Confuse Ray so we don't get Cyclone Kick. Definitely do not want to land the Will-O-Wisp. So 66% of my wheel is a good matchup. There we go. We do get the knockout. We're not going to get weight. And he goes after my Blaziken again. Okay. That's fine, because we were already burned. I really don't want to see that confusion go off, though. If we land the Cyclone Kick, we'll shift into the Jet Kick, which could actually be pretty good with him having 3 Sableye. Now he's going to go after my Sceptile. I'm burned. Okay, beautiful. He lands the Confuse Ray. Going to be much better than being burned, because now we're not going to have that miss, and most of the time we're going to hit Leaf Blade. We're going to shift into our Stealth Hit, and see, if I would have had Phantom Energy there, we would have got a Banish, I believe. Oh no, we wouldn't have, because his Sableye was in the PC. So you have to have 3 figures that are the same between the field and the bench. So even though they have 3, if one of them's in the PC already, you're not going to get a Banish. But, we don't have that option anyway with the Phantom Sphere. Okay, so he's going after my Kyogre, and he is going to get the knockout. That Tidal Wave lands into his Gold attack. I'm going to go after his Kyogre, see if we can get the same thing to happen. But he is confused, so, he's going to land Dodge. Now, he could go back there and surround me, and that was my Sableye with the Phantom Sphere, but he doesn't take the surround, so definitely going to just keep going after that Kyogre. And at this point, I'm going to move over my Sableye by 1. He's going to attack me, which, he's got a pretty nice chance of knocking me out, but we get pretty lucky. So I am going to take the entry point on this side, and then I'm going to try to advance with my my Blaziken, because, we can still land the Cyclone Kick and just pretty much destroy everything, just like there. And if I can get this Kyogre knocked out, we have a pretty good shot of surrounding the goal or taking the entry point. So he is going to dodge, unfortunately. I was really hoping for something else, obviously. And he's going to come back out. He's not going to attack. And we don't have the Jet Kick. It'd be really nice to be able to try to Jet Kick win right there. But not going to happen. Now he is going to advance, so this is getting a little bit scary. But we do get the Cyclone Kick, so we are able to threaten a surround on his goal. So he's going to have to goal block. Goal blocking here, I think, is pretty much the only option. And then we are going to be able to take the entry point. But he does have Phantom Energy, so he is going to be able to bring out his Sableye. Because, unfortunately, the Kyogre has yet to spin the Break Energy. So I am going to try to get my Sableye up there and surround his other Sableye and attack his other Sableye. So see, there we go. We land the Leaf Blade, we shift into the Stealth Hit. Now, we could have landed Stealth Hit and shifted into the Quick Attack, but he does have a lot of purple, so I think our matchup is really, really good here. I've already used my goal block, so this is very risky. But again, guys, I am trusting my Sceptile. I feel like the odds of him knocking out my Sceptile are really low. As long as we land Leaf Blade, we're going to keep landing Stealth Hit. But if we land Stealth Hit, we'll shift into our Quick Attack Gold, but we have a good shot of knocking him out. And see, if we would have landed Stealth Hit there, we would have been able to knock him out. So I just have to hope that he doesn't land the gold at the same time that I land Stealth Hit and shift into my gold. So see, all of those rolls right there, would have been nice to shift into that gold and knock him out. Hopefully it doesn't happen when he lands gold. So he lands gold there, and lucky for us, we land the Leaf Blade. So I am going to continue to attack this Sableye, try to get a knockout. We land the gold. There we go. All right. So now he's not going to have any other ghost types on deck ready to come back out just yet. So he is going to switch up. Okay. I'm still going to go after the Sceptile. And we land a miss. That's okay, because we're cycling Pokemon at this point, so I'm fine with it. He's going to continue to attack, and there we go. We land a Stealth Hit into the gold, knock him out, and now I got to try to get the Sceptile up and ready to take over an entry point. So he is going to go after that Sableye. He's going to get the knockout, And man, just trying to keep him locked down here. We're down to 58 turns, pretty close on time. He has about 13 seconds on me. And there we go. We land the Cyclone Kick. So he's probably going to cut. Yeah, he's going to cover up with Sableye. Now I'm going to try to land a stealth hit here. And we do land the stealth hit, but we are confused. But at least we get the knockout on that Combuskin. And, you know, right there, I feel like I kind of misplayed. I think I should have went for it again. But I just wanted to add some backup. So then I attack again with Blaziken because he's burned. But we do have a 4-star Cyclone Kick. And again, we get the knockout. So now I'm going to go for that stealth hit again. Boom, we get it. I'm like, let's go, boys. So he's going to block from that surround. I'm going to attack, hope that we can get a knockout, but it's not going to happen. If we could have got that knockout there, it could have been really, really good. So he's going to go after my, yeah, so he's just going to stealth hit. Now this is what's beautiful. I don't have my Kyogre on the field, so he's not going to be able to surround my Blaziken just yet. And then we do get a knockout on that Sableye. So all we need to do is survive one turn. Our Blaziken needs to survive. If he lands stealth hit, that's game. Oh, and he gets the double Leaf Blade. Like, how lucky is that? Because, man, we're burned, so we weren't able to survive. Otherwise, if we weren't burned, that would have been GG. So the match will continue. We're down to turn 39. It's my turn. I'm going to go in for a YOLO with the Sceptile, hoping for that exact roll right there. So now, all we need to do is land Leaf Blade, shift into the stealth hit, and that's going to be game again, guys. But of course, I'd land stealth hit, shift into the quick attack. He lands the weak spot kick, which you generally don't want to land, but he lands it instead of the Cyclone Kick, and he will survive another turn. Turn 35. So now, you know, I'm just setting up again. Yeah, battery was low. Like I said, guys, it's super late. It's like 3 in the morning, probably a little bit after even. And, like, I just want this match to end. I honestly do. And then he lands the Cyclone Kick. We land the Will-O-Wisp. We get knocked out. And he will continue to advance with that Sableye. I try to decide what I want to do, and I end up choosing my Sableye going toward my goal. He's going to take the entry point. Now, instead of me covering up the goal, I do want to get out my Blaziken, and I can definitely see him advancing with Kyogre, and that's exactly what he does. And then now I have my goal covered. I want to leave my Kyogre on the bench. I'm going to block his off because I don't want him to have 2 MP. Because if he wants to move in an attack with that Sableye, he can definitely go for a surround if he has 2 MP. So I want to leave that Kyogre on my bench, and that's what he's going to do, but he doesn't attack. So I'm going to take that surround, like definitely going to bring him out now and get that surround. I don't care that the Kyogre's 2 MP, and you know, Jet Kick, just not what we wanted there. I am going to back up that Sableye, even though he, you know, we'd have to miss for him to be able to land that Tidal Wave. And he lands the Break Energy. So, he doesn't have Phantom Energy anymore. But our Phantom Sphere is still definitely going to be intact. So, I'm going to go after this Blaziken if we can get a knockout. Oh, and we needed gold there. If we could have landed gold, there, no, he could have hopped over with his Sableye. Yeah, so I think I should have waited, honestly. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked there. And then he is going to get the knockout on my Sableye, so I'm like, oh my god, do not steamroll me right here. Do not steamroll me with 6 turns left. And there's like a 3-second difference between us. He has 3 seconds on me. And lucky enough, we just get confused. So I am going to be able to back up with my Blaziken. And it's looking like a turnover stalemate. I'm going to go after and attack his Sceptile with mine. And there's 2 turns left, so there's really no way that either of us can win now. So I just move up, and that is going to be a stalemate for the 3rd game. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And I tried to play another match because I just wanted to get it done. I'm like, look, you know, it's hard enough as is for us to link up with our time zone difference, so let's just get it done. But he did have to go to work, so I went to bed, and we'll finish tomorrow. So, you know, tomorrow comes and I'm like, you know what, before we play, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to level up my figures a little bit more before we get into the final match. I want to get Sceptile to level 10 because I think it's a good investment in Carmenite. Like, level 10 Sceptile is pretty awesome. You know, being able to have the highest chance of landing a double leaf blade, decreasing that gold quick attack is, I think is pretty awesome. Because then if he gets burned, you know, he's going to have a smaller miss as well. Going to get Blaziken to level 10 as well. So 200 Carmenite to invest in 2 really good figures. And I want to give myself the highest chance possible to win this tournament, right? So I'm sure there's, you know, if we make it through this, if I can make it through this, it's going to be the quarterfinals. And I'm sure anybody that I go up against is going to be pretty tough. So I want to give myself, you know, I want to give myself all the edge I can possibly get. So, you know, it's the next day. We finally link up, and this is going to be the final match. Yeah, this is going to be our 4th match. It's a best out of 3. We went 1-1, and then the 3rd match was a draw. So hopefully one of us can win this one. Hopefully it's not going to be another stalemate. But it's the next day. I've, you know, got some sleep. I'm refreshed. And I'm definitely ready to end this and hopefully advance. So, you know, we're just going to be doing our normal opening, playing our plates. He's got the Phantom Energy still. I got the Phantom Sphere. I'm going to go defensive with my Sableye that has the Phantom Sphere. He's going to go with his Sableye. So, you know, I could go with my other level 5 Sableye that doesn't have any chain levels, or I could go with the Sableye that I did increase the gold on, and I have the chain levels. So he's gonna, you know, press right away. Now I do this. I know he can threaten game. I know I can cover up the goal, and I'm just kind of hoping that he attacks and we win. Because all we need to do is land gold, and we're solid. And there we go. We get the lucky spin. We land gold. So now we're going to be able to threaten game, but he does have X speed. So he can X speed that Sceptile, and pretty much the only way we can win is if he lands quick attack into our Shadow Sneak gold. And, you know, we land the gold, but he lands the Leaf Blade, so we're not going to get that lucky. Can you imagine? After all of that, it comes down and it's over that quick. That would have been pretty insane. But I am going to match up his other Sableye with my Sceptile. I do bring out Combuskin, and I was hoping that he would bring out a Sableye so I could X-Speed. But I think, you know, at this point, he kind of knows that play. So that's fine. I'm going to hop over with my Sableye, try to take over an entry point. And he's got Combuskin to sit on his entry point to block me. I was kind of hoping that he would go next to the entry point, but again, Zaina definitely, you know, he's playing pretty well. These have not been easy matches at all. I have to say, this has been some of the best competition I've had in a while, so, you know, shout out to Zaina. And okay, so he does have a chain level on his Kyogre, but not going to matter a whole lot. Okay, so gotta try to land that Cyclone Kick. Not gonna get it done. So annoying to use that double chance and not be able to land that Cyclone Kick. Like, come on, Combuskin. Okay. I do go with the Sableye. Okay. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember. So I do go with the Sableye. And we are going to confuse that Combuskin, which is just awesome. Couldn't have worked out any better. So now, I mean, he's going to have to miss. And he's still, even if he can miss into his Cyclone Kick, he's going to have to get really lucky to knock out our Sableye with that Cyclone Kick. And we land the Break Energy into his Hydro Pump, so our Kyogre is going to get knocked out, bringing his Kyogre back to a 1 MP. And now we do have a surround setup on his Combuskin, but to be honest, I'd kind of like to just leave it on the board because it's confused. I think about taking it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to threaten game right here. and see if he decides to gold block. If he doesn't, then I can move up with my other Sableye and try to go in for a surround, but he's definitely hip to that. So, okay, so I just go there, and that's definitely a little bit odd. I think I'm just trying to mess with him a little bit, to be honest, because it's definitely an odd play. I let my Sableye get surrounded, and then I back up with my Sableye. So yeah, I don't really know what the heck I was doing right there. Now I do have a surround set up, so he's going to have to go defensive with either his Sceptile or his Sableye. But he's just going to max revive, and he's going to get another surround. So at least we've made him burn his gold block and his max revive. Okay, so definitely not going to let him surround my Sableye. He doesn't have a hurdle jump, so I can go right here and feel pretty good about it. And we still have our gold block, so all things considered, I feel like we're in a decent spot. And we are going to get the Cyclone Kick, evolve into Blaziken, which is just awesome. I like our Blaziken up against the Sceptile. I have my Sceptile in position to take over his entry point, so he's just going to try to cycle out here, which is totally fine. Not going to get anything back just yet. So he is going to attack our Sceptile, and we get the double Leaf Blade, so I think that Carmonite came in clutch for us. So I could have took the entry point with Sceptile, but I wanted to get Blaziken up there first to kind of control those two center top corners. And now we have him in a really, really tough spot. Though one of those Sableyes could knock out our Blaziken pretty easily. So I'm going to X-Speed here. I'm going to go after this Sableye, because I do not want him to be able to advance with that other Sableye, and you know, we're going to land the stealth hit, not get that knockout. So then I attack. I think I just try to get lucky. We're going to get confused. That's fine. I'm kind of hoping we can just land gold into purple, and that's exactly what happens. So again, RNG, guys. RNG, like whoever's Sableye lands gold. You know, that was something that he was talking to me about in the Discord as well. But yeah, I mean, that's the way it goes. And he definitely pitched the idea of us, you know, getting rid of our Sableye for something else. But I wasn't going for it. I'm like, dude, I like this team. And there we go. We get the lucky, confused shift into the Jet Kick. And now he's going to have to knock out this Blaziken. Not going to happen. And that's going to be GG, guys. So, yeah, definitely a big shout out to my opponent, Zana. Just some really good matches, some really tough matches. RNG, though, as you can see, and then we get the knockout with the quick attack. Gonna take the goal with our burned Blaziken for the win. And that is going to get us to the quarterfinals of this tournament. So pretty excited to see who my next opponent is. Hopefully they don't watch my videos or know what my team is, because, you know, I kind of want it to be a surprise, right? But yeah, these are some pretty fun matches. Definitely leave a like, guys, if you guys are enjoying these videos. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Definitely keep a lookout for the quarterfinals. Follow me on Twitter if you guys haven't already. If you don't use Twitter, just leave a comment below. And until the next one, later, guys.